What's going on UNFAZED FRIGHTS crew? So today I'm taking a walk, well, tonight, evening, I'm taking a walk through my friendly neighborhood cemetery, and I thought it's time to give you guys a video. So I didn't really have a plan when I drove into the cemetery, but I was thinking there's a section over there that's quite a bit older than the rest of the cemetery, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to try to find the oldest grave here. So let's go take a look and see what we can find. All right, so it's going to be getting dark here pretty fast within the next 10 minutes or so. Sun is setting on the horizon over there. Luckily, it's not too cold tonight, but that could change as the sun goes down. All right, these folks, like over here, Castillo, rest in peace, born in the 1880s. Pedro was born in the 1870s. So, like I said, desert area, you have some older graves, definitely. Born 1912, World War II vet. Rest in peace, sir. Born 1912, geez. Passed away in the early 1960s. Now what we could do, because the desert area over there has lights, as it gets darker, we could, migrate over there and it would be a little bit better as far as visibility and safety. But let's check this out before the sun goes down completely. And also, I think the gates are locked to this cemetery, but we could easily slip through those bushes. So, I think that's next. And what's kind of interesting is there's like a junkyard over there. Look at the classic car alert over here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these. You might hear a kid screaming off in the distance. Jesus. What the hell was that? There's a park down that way. If you go like half a mile that direction. So it could be some kids screaming over there. Hopefully. Look at these. This is something crazy we have in Arizona. I'm sure they have them in California and stuff too, but they're not real palm trees, obviously. They're cell phone towers. But they kind of poorly try to disguise them. This is a weird one. Look at this. No markings yet. Oh, look, it's Mr. Bunny. Check him out. Check him out. All right, for the unfazed scavenger hunt, take a walk alone in a cemetery at night. The sun's setting. Obviously, I'll do one more shot once the sun's fully down. But yeah, here I am. Walking in a cemetery. Walking in a cemetery wonderland. This one's kind of interesting. It's got all the green rocks. Looks like kryptonite. Candelario. It's a very new looking headstone for them passing away in 1969. I wonder if that was added later. It's beautiful. Always cars racing, really aggressively. Douchebags. 1920 and 1968. You see a lot of that. A lot of people passed in the 60s who were born in the 20s. This is always kind of sad. The children who pass away. So sorry. Actually, looks like she was like in her 40s, but still. Probably someone's mother, I hope they're in a better place. It's nice, all the Easter decorations they have there. Ooh, creepy bag. That is the thing, there's probably a lot of homeless. I know there's very heavy-duty security at these cemeteries. West Rest Haven is just across the way from here. So you get a lot of hobos and stuff. I don't want to touch it, but yeah, so we'll have to be kind of on guard. So I'm thinking if we want to go into this cemetery, this will be the way. Right here. Thinking right here. Yeah. That's the move. That is the move. All right, so we're probably going to get kicked out of here, I'm guessing. But maybe not. Maybe not. Wow, 1895. Carl Bjorklund, U.S. Army. Thank you guys for your service. Roy Bradshaw, World War I, dude. Born 1892. Yeah, these are getting warmer. Oh, look at the orange kitty. Hello. What are you doing? Are you a grave robber? Get out of here. That's Mr. Bjorklund right there. Sorry. Okay. Getting distracted by the kitties. Oh, Doolittle. I definitely want to be respectful. You know, Shirley looks like still alive. But, yeah, it looks like we're getting warmer as far as older graves. These just look older. These are all the military ones. Army. Yeah, those ones have a specific look. All right, proof of walking through the cemetery at night. Here I am. And I hope you guys do the same. And this one, you know, it seems a little scary at first, but if you ease into it, you go in the evening as the sun's setting, it's not too bad. It's really not. All right, time to kick the light on. It's getting dark. Now these look pretty old. Oh boy, 1958, born 1910. Yeah, still not the oldest we've seen yet. These are older. 1908 to 1973. Yeah, still not what we're looking for. What do you guys think would be the oldest? I'm gonna guess someone that passed away like earlier than 1920. And like, what do you think? Born in the 1870s? You think that's a good goal to look for? I'm gonna kind of try to find someone in that ballpark. We've already seen people born in the 1890s. So 1870s, that's kind of a stretch, but we'll try. 1880s, I think we can find for sure. Might have already passed one that was 1880s, actually. It's always kind of sad coming to the cemetery, especially around holidays. You know, you see Easter baskets and flowers and things like that. It's sad anytime, but when it's, you know, someone's parents or grandparents or children, just has a little more impact, you know? This is interesting. I don't know if you can see them on camera. There's a lot of little bugs buzzing around. Now, if I would have tried to do this a couple nights ago, it would have been too windy and too cold. But tonight's not too bad. And if I want an easy way out of here, boom, right there. There's also a good little exit over there as well. Oh, look at the little tiny house. What is this, a school for ants? It's made of foam. All right. 1949, 1983, Vietnam vet. Thank you, sir. All right, I hope you know when I come to these places, I like to joke. You guys know I like to joke. Emmett likes to joke, but you know, I do respect these people. You know, I don't want to come in and be totally disrespectful, but sometimes you got to lighten the mood, you know? You know, I've never actually walked around this part of the cemetery before, so let's check it out. Then as it gets darker and creepier in here, we can make our way over to the lit up side. Got that New Mexico symbol, I like that. Rest easy, folks. (1958, 1956). All right, so security very nicely told me to leave. He didn't actually tell me to leave. He just said, I'm locking up. I said, okay. And he drove away. Technically, he didn't say leave, so yeah, keep exploring for a little bit. Not too much longer. It's kind of spooky over here. Right, let's see. 1993, Kenneth. Musician. Francine Beanie. Beanie. Looks like she liked her saxophone. It smells like weed out here. Ooh, that looks like a real old one over here. Born 1943. No, not that old. Just needs to be cleaned. Oh, it scared me. I thought I saw a shape there for a second. Funk. Funk, funk, funk. Sorry, guys. No disrespect. Cool last name, though. All right, guys. Now, this is when it gets spooky. I heard the gates latch and lock over there. Everybody's left. Well, all the mortals aside from myself, anyway. Maybe a few crackheads in the bushes. But, yeah, this is when it gets spooky. So I'm not going to linger here too much longer. Linger longer lounge. World War I vet. Well, I think it's time to start making our way over to the desert portion, where we got some lights and we got some older graves. 1930 to 2010, 1924 to 06. These are definitely older graves, but not quite what I'm looking for. And just for perspective, West Rest Haven is over there. So, if you guys remember that investigation, that was one of our early ones. Super spooky. This one's a little more open, a little less terrifying. Still spooky, but you can kind of see what's around you. Got a little more light. This one looks old. Let's take a look. Bunch. 2015. All right, so I think we're gonna want to cut through this way. Hello, hello, hello. Coming through. Now, one of these could very well be the oldest, but can't even read it. Rest in peace, 101. Just has that marker there, but like I said, it's not legible. So this very well could be the oldest grave in the cemetery. I just can't be sure. You've got a few like this that have just these little markers. Very old Western. Now I think the more I go this way, which should be north, the older the graves get. I was correct about the desert area having the older, more old Western-esque graves, but not old enough. Need to find something just a little bit older. Got a groundskeeper Willie's shack here. Spooky. I always feel like someone's going to be hiding behind the bush here. Ha! It's a good way to break your ankle. It's like a grave for a beagle. Alright, this area is pretty darn sad. It's all children. A lot of these children died in the 1940s, 1930s. Very sad. A lot of kids named Kenneth. It's like the fourth Kenneth I've seen. Popular name back then. 1930s. Sorry, little guys. It's crazy to think these babies who passed away would be old people by now, if they were still living. Wow. 1920s. Maggie, so sorry. Yeah, these are real old. But yeah, mostly children's graves. Now what's interesting about this, of course I'm by the noisy street. You think that would make it feel a little less scary, but for whatever reason this area feels very powerful and more frightening than the more isolated area, which is weird. You know, you got the energy of the traffic and the street right there. You got a freaking gas station right across the street. But I just got chills, man. Chills. Something about this stretch right here, man. Whew. Heavy. There's that wood again, heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the year 1985? But seriously. Oh, this is sad. Got like a broken, chipped away headstone here. Another one that could be one of the oldest, but unfortunately we can't know. Oh, dude, walking over here is like, feels like trying to walk through water. Just a heavy, heavy, oppressive feeling. Oh man, just goosebumps all up my back. What the heck? Over here in particular, oh man. Whew. Yeah, I don't like that feeling at all. Now it feels very warm over here. Hello, everyone. I think these are still children's graves. Oh man, guys, strange feeling. Very strange feeling. Hello. I mean you no harm. Just passing through. Yeah, these are the kids still, little lambs marked on their headstones. Wow, what a feeling. Holy crap. Man. And what's weird is right there, I don't know if it has anything to do with it being by a tree, but it's super warm. It feels like it's like 10 degrees warmer, like 6 feet that way. And over here, it's chilly. Very strange. Very, very strange energy right here. Okay, what do we have here? The majority of these are 1920s, 1930s, and 1940s. So I don't know if we're going to get any older than that, because I'm guessing that's maybe when they started. Oh, here we go. Rodolfo Peralta, born 1872, passed away 1924. Sir, I think you might be the winner for the night. We're going to go ahead and earmark you, Mr. Rodolfo, Mr. Peralta. Born in 1872. He was born in the heat of the Old West. Wow. Passed away at age 52. Fairly short life, but man, the things he must have seen. By the 1920s, they had movies. So he went from the Old West to the Roaring 20s. Wow, the stories this guy could tell. Well, I think 1872 birth, I think, is the earliest I've found. So Rodolfo wins, but we'll keep looking just for the heck of the video. For the sake of the video, for the heck of it. Yeah, 1902. Okay, the feeling's starting to lighten up a little bit, but boy, over there, man, that energy was just, overpowering. Can't even explain it. I don't know if any of you guys have done any ghost hunting yourselves or spent any amount of time in cemeteries, but when you're here by yourself, it's a different experience. It's a totally different experience. When I've done these with Emmett, when I've done these with other friends, it's like, you feel a little bit safer, you know? And obviously it's nice having you guys joining me, but you know, in the present moment, I am by myself. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. You're definitely a little bit more perceptive to the feelings around you. And that was strong. That was super, super strong. And like I said, you'd think being by the street, you'd think that, you know, you'd feel more safe and more connected to society. But no, man. It didn't matter. It cut through that. And that feeling was just very, very strong. Like I said, not electric. Not that electric sensation, but just a heaviness. Yeah, really strange. Right, looks like a new headstone was placed atop this older grave here. 1889. Josefita Morales. Beautiful headstone. Passed away 1924. She passed away before my grandfather was born. Before any of my grandparents were born. Wow. 45. Or no, 30. She was in her 30s. Crazy, man. Wow. 1912, 1922. It's so sad, Eugene, man. Some of these, it's just like, they passed away when they were like 10, 11. Gosh. And then some of these people, you know, like our buddy over there was in his 50s, and like he probably lived a pretty respectable long life back then, you know, for someone born in the 1870s. I got the little owl here. 1899 to 1934. It's interesting, some of these look like new headstones, so I wonder if they were gifted or if their families added them or if they're just really weather resistant. I don't know. Died 1922. We don't know when Sarah was born. Here's another one, died 1913. These easily could be the oldest ones, we just don't know. Don't have a birth date. Yeah, I knew we'd find luck over here as far as old graves. Oh, here we go, 1878, we got a tie. We got a tie. She lived longer a little bit too by a couple years, by 2 years. So, wow, okay. Another 1870s. I think he was a little bit older. Was he 1878 or was he 1872? I'd have to go back and look in the video. But anyway, second place. Oh, here we go. We got a winner now. 1864, Andrew M. Smith. Sir, the little horse there, that is beautiful. Well, you're all winners. I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean to be rude. But as far as numbers go, 1864 to 1943, this is the oldest person I have found here. 1864. Wow. So he was my age in 1894. Just for perspective. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Old Western, baby. Legitimately, he was an Old Western baby. I don't know if there's any markings on this one. Oh, here we go. Duh. 1932. Wow. 1860s. We have a winner. Ooh. Yeah, this area is spooky, man. Not as strong as that children's wing over there, though. That was something else. Oh. I thought I heard gravel crunching. Over that direction, not my own feet. Keep an ear out, but it's hard with the dull roar of the traffic over there. Oh, shit. Oh, it sounds like a saw. It's probably from that junkyard over there. They're probably doing something. Passed away 1923, 20 years old. I'm so sorry. There's definitely something ominous about going up to that wall of bushes and trees. I can barely even read that. It's all in Spanish. Trying to look for any numbers. Let me know if you guys can decipher that. I can't see. Murió a la edad de 76 años, so 76 years. Yeah, I can't read it. Gosh. Some of these are very old. These are tragic, these broken ones. So sorry, rest easy. And these ones probably had markings on them at one point, but they got so weathered you can't read them. Yeah, these ones, boy. These could be the winners for all we know, because I can't read any of these. There's nothing on them. It's all in Spanish. That almost looks like this is 1999. But that doesn't seem right, judging by the look of it. Yeah, this one's unlisted. Very strange. So these very well could be the oldest ones, because they're unmarked. These could be, you know, early Arizona settlers. Hard to say. Hard to say. Boy, talk about a spooky feeling. Look over there, guys. Ooh. Here are more of the unmarked graves. Marked at one time, but too weathered to tell. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing these are the OGs. Lucia Jimenez. Passed away 1928. I wonder if these were added later for these or if these are separate. Probably separate. These are a little bit newer, 1950s, 1920s. Oh, there goes that heavy feeling again, man. Goosebumps all down the spine. Wow. Whew. Well, with that being said, the gent from the 1860s takes the cake. He wins this round. Almost walked into that spiky cross. Well, I'm getting that creepy, tingling feeling over here again. Yeah, it's unavoidable, man. Definitely something over here. But that being said, I'm gonna start making my way back to the car because it's frightening. I guess that's the point, right? All right, guys, and over here, I feel like I'm being followed. I keep looking behind me. Don't see anybody, but it's weird. It's very weird. And like I said earlier, I thought I heard crunching on the gravel, you know, besides my own footsteps. It's the same thing over here as I'm walking. I'm treading very lightly, very carefully putting my feet down. I hear like shuffling behind me. Listen. All right, guys, so I'm back in the light, thank goodness. But over there, yeah, I definitely felt like I was being watched. I had the creepy goosebumps feeling, and I heard shuffling behind me, I swear. Maybe there's some way to debunk it. Maybe it was an echo, I don't know, but it had me on edge. I'm just gonna say that for sure. You can hear some kind of hacksaw off in the distance over there, Hacksaw Ridge. So sorry for the noise, but yeah, crazy stuff, man. Definitely a vibe. All right, guys, well, thank you for joining me on another adventure. It was fun. I like this concept. I like the game of trying to find the oldest grave in the cemetery. Kind of cool. That'd be fun to do at a really old, like Boot Hill, old Western type cemetery, or like a Gettysburg type cemetery someday. I think that'd be cool. But that being said, thank you guys for joining me. If you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe. Remain unfazed as always, and most importantly, keep it frightening. Thanks for watching. See if we can get the moon behind me. Kind of cool looking, huh? All right, guys, luckily we have a little bit of light here coming from behind me. I 110% thought I saw a black figure, shadow, go in front of the pillar over there, like right where my finger's pointing, right there. Like with my own eyes, it looked super clear, but I don't see anything over there right now, and the camera's kind of having a hard time picking up the details. We'll walk over that way, see if we see anything. I'm not gonna go right up by it, but maybe stay 20 or 30 feet to the left. I do see a light glowing over there as well. You guys see that? What is that? Definitely see a light glowing there. It's too high to be on a grave. I don't know what that is. Now I don't see that light over there. I don't know, dude. Time for me to go. What's going on, Unfazed Frights crew? So this evening, almost night, I'm taking a walk through my friendly neighborhood cemetery. A truly organic, natural, fresh cemetery. That sounds fucked up. I'm sorry. All right, take two. What's going on, Unfazed Frights crew? Hope you guys are doing well. So it's been a little while since I've given you a